Hey ladies and gentlemen, how you guys been doing? It's your boys in here and welcome back to our newest, well actually not really our newest, but something else I will be doing on this channel. I will go back to my old videos and I'm gonna make my own reaction to them. I still believe I was an absolute beast back in the days, but I was an absolute clown at the same time. So with that being said, let's go right into the first official narrated battle I ever did on this channel, called Pokemon Platinum Wi-Fi Battle number 2 versus Marcellus 118, my first narration. Let's go right into it, shall we?
Hey guys, this is my first narrated battle, so I hope you all enjoy it. So let's get to it.
Let's get to
now
it.
This was
very straightforward, aren't it?
I go to myself, he goes to his B barrel, I go Nasty Blood. I was hoping he doesn't
quite
have
aggressive
ninja,
back then.
Rollout, so
Rollout.
it was cool because I've never seen rollout in Leafy Battle, so
for a reason.
something new, something fresh, every time cool.
Every time
So
cool. It used to be a cool word, you know, a cool way of saying it, but now it's like a completely forgotten factor, you know. Every time cool. I'm a surfing, every time cool.
Tank, hoping he would sucker punch me, but he tricks, which is pretty good on his part.
If he gave me choice, of course, which he did. Choice Scarf, ladies and gentlemen, Barnett. Where do you actually see that? That's freaking insane. He used roll at the beginning. One would expect him to be a beginner, but this guy's gonna make some very clever choices later on, which really gives you thinking that rollout is probably like a mind play with others, you know?
He goes to taunt.
He goes to taunt, ladies and gentlemen. He does not simply use taunt or clicks on it, you know, being like, you know, taunting you. No, he actually goes to taunt.
And he goes down.
And now he goes down.
So here he goes to his Milotic. I mean,
Terminator, ladies and gentlemen. You clearly seen the name right there. Terminator Milotic. I don't see any resemblance between the two, but hey, you know, surf away. Every time cool.
Tank is a defense wall and special defense on this guy isn't that great, really.
Yeah, that's kind of true, because Surf is actually doing way too much. I'm actually kind of surprised how much that does. Mutang dies. Mutangs was my love back in the days. Mutang was my baby. This was freaking amazing Pokemon. I adored her. She was my goddess, okay? She killed them all. You could always rely on it. Yeah, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Miracle. You've seen it.
That's just
very clever opponent here we got going.
I go to my Galate, Scarf Galate, I Thunder Punch him.
Scarf Galate, right.
Maybe I was lucky.
What was I thinking? Scarf Galate. Got a crit. Definitely mattered.
Yes, Milotic is just a wall, really. And he goes to his Bird. I forgot the name.
You know, when you forget a name, you just look at the Pokemon and be like, well, what does this Pokemon resemble? Oh, a bird. Okay. A bird.
So
you know. Just a bird.
And I Thunder Punch him again.
In real world, using area ace on you, you know, just a bird.
Here he
shits on you, none.
Which is cool.
He goes to take down, I believe. Didn't I say that?
It was a double down. Every double down is cool. So
every time cool.
Thinking he goes to his Gyarados. I go to my Explosion.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see something incredible.
I have Hidden Power Electric.
A Hidden Power Electric. You mean Hidden Power Electric, but still. Hidden Power Electric.
So
Decimating the Gyarados. That is something I absolutely love about myself back in the days. I used to have stupid stuff, not stupid stuff, but effective, really effective, like Solar Beam, Power Herb, forget Relisify, man. Solar Beam, Power Herb, Hidden Power Electric, substitute Typhlosion with Fire Blast. Get on my level, son. With freaking plays. Let's go. Crazy stuff. But it worked. It actually worked, because I was most affected using gimmicky things to a certain extent. Even then, it was gimmicky. Seeing it, Solar Beam, freaking Power Herb. Very situational, but very effective. Tremors, of course, gonna go for that. Earthquake. And that, I believe, should be the game. Command. Exactly. Command, ladies and gentlemen. Command. You know what I'm saying. Rate, comment, subscribe it. Clearly, I was still a beginner, and oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Every time I hear this intro, I just all over my pants, man. Not really, but still, if I did, I would probably need to go check a doctor. Urology. Wow, I'm a tongue twisting right now. I'm talking like 2009 again. But just look at this. Pikachu, go kill it, my friend. Because that's what Pikachu does. Always going for the super effective move. That used to be like my saying, you know, always going for the super effective move.
I hope you all enjoyed the opening, and
yeah,
it was my first one. So, yeah. So this was.
I'm gonna go a little bit further from my mic because I'm very quiet in here. I sound super depressed, but I'm not actually. I wasn't nervous. This is a battle against Hayden, by the way. Me and Hayden used to battle all the time.
So
he is a legit player. He is a legit person on YouTube. I have lots of respect for Hayden, and basically share this with him. You know, I want him to see this again. You know,
good old times, man. To my ultra to take the beating. And he goes to lifetime again.
One does not simply kill an ultra. Look at this. I'm putting up the rocks. I'm probably gonna go to sleep later on. So I move left and right at the same time.
He didn't miss, so
wow.
I rest up, taking all the damage and heal it.
Like it was
nothing happened really.
Yeah, exactly.
So he goes to his Gyarados.
I can sort of predict myself saying that.
And I go to my
Stone Rock
damage first of all.
Stone Rock damage.
My Typhlosion, and this was pretty funny because
I actually switched out, predicting him to switch out, I believe, yeah, at the same time to Gyarados, knowing I'm put to sleep. So as you guys can see, I'm clearly a beast player. Hidden Power Electric again. Look at this. This is the second time. Blaze, the dragon, the water flying Slayer, making moves.
Because he's copied, and he goes to Thunder Wave.
Breast milk. He used to have he's got very clever names now, but back in the days he used to suck calling them, anything clever, because I would expect him to have like a name of Breast Milk, but he's got Breast Milk. So yeah. But my names are like Tremor. What the hell, you know?
Whole team of his Pokemon are psychical, physical attackers.
Are psychical? What's that? Switching out to purple.
Curse can block them all.
But I thought he's black.
So
wait, he's purple? I'm colorblind, ladies and gentlemen, so clearly the names truly do confuse me here. By the way, if you don't know, female Hippowdon is actually darker skinned. It looks like a shiny, so it's very interesting. It's cool. I would rather prefer using a female one, to be honest.
Maximum defense, bold nature, so
bold nature. As you guys can clearly see, it's got no hair too. So that kind of disco balls. Yeah. Now that's something to expect from Hayden. That kind of name is disco balls. Also, disco balls.
Pretty much nothing.
Right.
Because
oh man.
I don't have an attack.
I'm so immature when it comes down to joking. Honestly, if you want to make me laugh, you gotta be mature about jokes. Like make them. Well, not really. Sexual jokes don't really work on me anymore as they used to, like back in the days when I was very, very young. But I had this bizarre comedy. Like only the bizarre comedy can make me laugh. Everything else is just, like the crazy comedy. Everything that's got some sort of logic put into it or anything like that is too much talking or something. Wish Clown. That is just like, yeah, Wish Clown. Psy. Oh, man, our names suck, man. They officially suck. Purple.
Again, and he earthquaked.
The earthquakes expect me to switch out.
This was because he was thinking I will switch to my Typhlosion, which I didn't, because I was just like, let it kill myself.
Yeah, I expected me to horn, but that would do a lot still, To take it?
Still. So I go to my
Pokemon
psychic.
still. No reason to switch out.
Can't do much because my self has got Lumberry, so if he Thunder Rays me, I will
What a
just
beast.
heal.
What a beast.
And here he feeds. So
Disco balls. With shiny, making that effect. That's a cool name.
Subscribe and
rate, comment, or subscribe. Let's go to another one, and that's gonna be our last one, ladies and gentlemen. This is a battle against Shemale. Oh my god, this music always gives me goosebumps, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to it and mark. Me uses Mean Look. Hit Hard uses Rock Smash. Head Smash, right? My Ultras, my Fire Beauty. Freaking awesome. Togepi sadly wasn't used for reasons.
A great battle against Shemale here.
Shemale, I addressed her as a he, but basically, which is very disrespectful. I should have addressed him as a he. But his name was Sadistic Maniac too, so very interesting going against, you know,
this was just an amazing
a transsexual basically. Let's go right into it. Infernape lead, nasty blood. Playing it nasty right now, of course. Put up the rocks. This battle was strange.
I don't know why he did
Look
that,
how much plus 2 grass knot does.
It's like Pokemon, it's not heavy, so
surprisingly enough,
it does like 40, maybe even 20, I don't know, of power, so that's quite about nothing, and it's not super effective, so
what was I doing? Freaking fapping or something while making this video?
Just go to
I keep on hearing something.
Giving him some damage up.
Damn.
And
Get your gear off!
Again. This was like taking forever and ever. And Core did like 7 to 8 times of the same move, so it was amazing. So I just rest up, hoping that
amazing is so generic to say nowadays. To
take longer than my rest, so I just left over
plus 2 grass knots is really doing no damage.
I slept, and he toxic.
And he toxic? No, I was the one toxic. Him.
Here go.
What am I saying?
Rest
you should have vacuumed way before.
I don't know why he
didn't
go
for the rest.
Over me. Maybe he doesn't have the attack.
Oh man. I used to be a staller to a certain extent back in the days, but it was the best way of playing the 4th gen. You just things just don't kill.
I was predicting
great prediction, by the way, right here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Focus Punch, which was amazing.
That wasn't Focus Punch, that was Focus Blast. Get your gear on. Get some glasses.
My Mutang can do much.
Read, for God's sake.
Which is a problem because my Mutang
one-shot
got healed
without life orb, I believe. Far beauty.
Sleep of my Pokemon. So
here's the thing.
So I take out
you're about to see something that I don't understand. Why is Ninetales used in NU? Because it's got nasty block. And with nasty block, this thing has got speed, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Plus 2, Gengar is goner. He is toasted.
I know with one
he's toaster than a toast.
Gengar will go down 100%. That's
exactly.
And he goes to his Dragon and Salamence,
yeah.
I got a little problem here. I don't know.
I believe he actually
maybe he was predicting
bait me, not bite me. He bite me.
Good prediction, maybe.
Bait me to go for hypnosis again.
Because
I got wide lens, if I'm not mistaken.
I was just going for the nasty plot again.
But this was a misplay. Flamethrower 2 hits. If I go for nasty plot again, then it's probably one shots. If he outspeeds me, there's a speed tie and I outspeed him.
And I flamethrower him.
That was questionable. Then again, he could have been playing with the speed tie, not just the first play taking me out, of course. 100%. Luckily enough, that didn't come down to it.
He goes to his John Mega and this
John Mega, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Mega John. The Mega John
Pokemon I really
Mega.
Because of his speed boost and
he's not John Mega, he's John Mega.
He goes to his
forget John Cena. We got John Mega.
To take all
John Mega in the building. John Mega killed the
him.
bitches. Look at this.
That's cool.
John Mega.
Here slashes.
Actually, it's female.
The numbers.
That's so shemale actually.
Survive.
John Mega.
Maybe
Johnny
one
Mega.
of his air slashes again with like 3 HP, but I didn't, so that was cool on his part.
Yeah, very cool.
So I go to my Jinx, Focus Sash.
I'm Focus Sash, by the way.
He can survive it.
He protect just to be sure he can outspeed me in case I got 2 choice scarf or so on it.
He protect even with if my Jinx is choice scarf. This guy has got speed of like 8,000 right now.
Exactly.
So I just ice beam him.
We gotta be playing it safe. Always use kit. Not use kits. Always use protect. To be sure it's safe.
Goes to his Bronzong, which totally walls me because I have like Psychic and Ice Beam.
And here's where stuff really gets complicated and very interesting.
He's asleep, so it doesn't matter.
Gotta
so
go with some Shadow Balls.
Shadow Ball to take some damage, so my next Pokemon can finish him off.
This Bronzong looks like a wall, honestly being stuck somewhere.
Just go for
throw some balls at the wall.
pretty
balls
much
to the
damage.
walls,
I mean,
man. Some balls to the walls.
This Magus is not
not really going anywhere, does it?
Special sweeper.
It's not.
More or less just
don't say physical sweeper, please.
Just
don't say.
Pokemon.
Okay. So it's like a it's more of a bulky spread.
So here he wakes up, he hypnosis, and this was just like I'm so angry.
Still got the speed, man.
But it was
I got them shadow balls, man.
So he style rock killing my Jinx, so
yeah,
this
Jinx
was
is gone now,
a death for my Jinx.
You know, I still remember those moments
Jinx
where I
can
actually
do
made it
much,
clear.
so it doesn't matter. Gear balls.
Gyro balls, ladies and gentlemen.
You
heard it right. Gyro balls. There is no gyro ball in here. We got shadow balls, we got gyro balls, we got gyro balls, we got all sorts of balls. We got Pokeballs, Master Balls, Great Balls, Ultra Balls, all kinds of balls. Sadly, I cannot throw them balls in here because it's not caught-able.
So I go to my
it's got no
and I
Machine sadistic maniac. Pikachu's gonna come in, clean the house. What a beast. Pikachu, I love you, man. Fucking awesome. Get out of here.
Sweeper,
why are you still in here? I said physical sweeper.
Isn't that great?
Don't believe me ever.
It's
a mix.
As you can see,
that is so a mix.
His Pokemon survives, so
yeah. That saddens me greatly. Pikachu will get hit by
not a special sweeper.
EQ.
And he goes down.
I actually called EQ IQ back in this, I believe, or was it? It's just something else. Really else.
Most overused Pokemon and most unreal. I mean, this.
And here is where stuff gets a little bit complicated.
I just slept, and
he doesn't waterfall. Is he choice?
A little shocked because I was
he's not. He's got roar.
Waterfall
Jinx
or
dies.
something. He roar, which was amazing because my Jinx
because now Stealth Rock's even do more damage on Shuckle, which was definitely an amazing play.
This guy takes his HP a little higher.
But res doesn't reset, so that's also a factor.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't know which type I am, because the thing is, Waterfall is super effective on my Ultra and it would have KO me. But maybe he doesn't have Waterfall, so he just HQ.
HQ, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't Earthquake. He doesn't EQ. He actually HQ. Japan is being hit by HQ, man. It's terrible. And in these games, you know, being HQ hit to the face, it's definitely something you don't want to take in appreciation, you know.
So I was hoping
it's a terrible moment for the mods to take the HQ.
My Ultra down.
One does not simply kill an Ultra without getting poisoned and getting stalled to death and people getting bored out of it.
Which was my goal here, because I can do much, really.
Love it.
Ultra isn't any sweeper.
No, it's not. It's a staller. It's staller. I say Hexy Pokemon, funnily enough, you know. But Hex is different, my friend. We're not talking crits here or misses. We're actually legitimately talking. It's a staller. It's a toxic staller, basically.
Here, toxic goes in effect. He goes.
I guess I could say it's a status Pokemon in this case. Hex Pokemon.
Does little damage, even with stab. Does little damage. I know.
But I still play like an absolute beast, man. I could have not beat myself if I would gone back in the days, go against it myself. Lost 6-0 all the time.
So this was great battle, Shemale.
Great battle, man.
Enjoy it. Great.
Awesome.
Subscribe. See you guys next time.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching this. Hope you have enjoyed. Give a like if you did, so I can make more of this, because I really want to go through. There were some incredible matches. There was some background music too that will blow your ears off, man. Blow your freaking ears off. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of the day, evening, night, you know, however the time is at your place. And until next time, take care. Peace.